Wanted to show you, this is going to be another tip. You see the 4 holes that I've drilled out of here? This is a primer tray. What I use these for, and you can drill as many as you want, but right now I only needed 4, and so what I like to use these for is if I have, say, some screw heads that I want to blue. I'm not worried about bluing the rest of the piece of hardware. I just want to get the heads. I can do that, and that way they're all held, and I can take my Q-tip, whatever I want to use to the bluing with, and I can blue those very easily. Just go around, and if you had to, you can always hold them from the back side. I wanted to get my finger in on that. I always go in there and hold them on the back side. And normally I wouldn't dip this used end of the applicator back into my bluing, but since I'm almost out, since this container is almost empty, I'll run it completely dry and then I'll refill it. That's another thing that's it's a good idea if you do much bluing. It's a good idea to work from a smaller container rather than take your large container that's full of let's say a half gallon of bluing stuff. If you were to spill, knock that over, that's a lot of money, man. That is a lot of money down the tube if you knock over your large container. But if you keep it in a properly labeled maybe that's the aviation coming out in me. Everything had to be properly labeled according to ISO standards. Anyways, you want to make sure that if you do transfer, if you have your chemicals in a large parent container and they get transferred to a smaller one, it has got to be labeled. You don't want to, these are chemicals, and so you don't want to make a mistake and get a hold of the wrong thing. Hell, that could be a mistake for mouthwash. If it was in a mouthwash container, you saved a mouthwash container, you used it, a little travel one or something. You never know. So just be very careful, be very vigilant whenever you do stuff like that. That can kill you or hurt you just like a firearm could. So anyways, that's the tip of the day. Well, actually there's 2 tips in one. Use your primer trays for yet another function, and if you buy your chemicals in any kind of bulk, whenever you use them, transfer them into a smaller container for use. And the other added advantage on that is you don't have to worry about contaminating it, because a lot of this stuff, once the air contaminates it or different things like that, or just dipping stuff in it, whatever, you can have problems with its functionality. So anyways, there's the tip for the day.